One word, DHBI. Well, I guess technically that isn't one word, but it is an acronym. And an acronym is one word. Well, now those kinds of theological, linguistic gymnastics, we're not going to be doing a lot of that in many of our classes at DHBI. We'll just leave those kinds of linguistic theological gymnastics to Dr. Bernansky's Greek course and his Greek students this summer. But in the fall, we will be offering Systematic Theology 2 and also Biblical Hermeneutics. The fall semester will be starting August 12th, so that's just in a few weeks. And the application deadline is July, yes, not January, but July 15th. So if you haven't already applied, I encourage you to get that done pretty quickly so that we can have you ready to enroll for the fall semester Systematic Theology 2 and also Biblical Hermeneutics. Let me talk a little bit about what those courses will be offering. So Biblical Hermeneutics is going to be a repeated course. We offered that last fall, and we're going to offer that one again. Hopefully some of you will be interested in taking that. I've talked to a few of you, and you're interested in joining us for the fall. So with Biblical Hermeneutics, we're going to talk about, as Paul says, how to rightly divide the Word of God. So what is the Word of God? How do we rely upon its authority? How do we rightly interpret passages from Genesis to Revelation? How do we make sense of the two testaments fitting together? We'll talk about a lot of those kinds of things in Biblical Hermeneutics. Also in Systematic Theology 2, we're going to be covering doctrines like the person and work of Jesus Christ. Who is Jesus as the second person of the Trinity, as God the Son incarnate? We'll also talk about theological anthropology, that is who and what mankind is, made in God's image as male and female, and how do we relate to one another, as well as how do we relate to God. What are the first and second great commandments? Love God and love your neighbor. So in theological anthropology, we'll unpack those concepts biblically, theologically. We'll also talk about the doctrine of hamartiology. And for those of you, here's a quiz for you. What is hamartiology? Some of you got that right. It is the doctrine of sin. And not only will we be talking about the doctrine of sin, we'll be talking about the doctrine of soteriology. Good. I heard that answer. So, soteriology is the doctrine of salvation. We get our word soteriology from the Greek word soterios, which actually means health. Now, you think about salvation. Salvation is ultimate health because many of us, myself included, and I see some of you are looking forward to that too, is receiving our new bodies that will be perfectly healthy. That is what the doctrine of salvation is about. So we're going to be talking about those things in Systematic Theology 2. Also, again, offering Biblical Hermeneutics starting August 12th. Application deadline, July 15th. Make sure you sign up for that. Many of you are already admitted students having completed your application. You will be able to enroll in the courses that will be posted sometime in the next couple of weeks or so. And the enrollment deadline, I believe, is August 8th. So you have until August 8th to enroll for the fall semester. So come join us at DHBI. Bring your friends. You can be a full student or you can be an auditor. That is, if you don't have the wherewithal or the time and the energy to complete all of the assignments, the papers, the reading, you can come and be an auditor. So we'd love to have you for that too. So look forward to seeing you in the fall. See ya.